Avo Assure's execution list serves as a central repository that enables viewing and managing all the test cases added for execution. It enables users to organize and manually add desired test cases for execution. This helps to design test cases according to the specific testing requirements, ensuring better control over the execution process. Let's view a demonstration to learn the execution process. After successfully logging into Avo Assure using valid credentials, select a project for which an execution list is to be run and navigate to Design Studio from the home page. This brings up the Element Repository section. Click the Execution tab at top to navigate to it, and you will land on the Execution List page. Select the execution folder that needs to be run from the Execution List pane on the left. A point to note here is that to execute an execution list, make sure to select the respective execution folder on the left pane. In case you select a folder with multiple execution lists, all of them within that folder will be reflected in a table with their name, recent execution data, and time, status, and recent execution summary. You can choose one or more execution lists to execute from the table. Once chosen, you can decide to execute it now or schedule it for a later time. What does the Schedule button in Avo Assure offer? This option offers the users the flexibility to plan and run an execution for a later date, time, and number of iterations. As you click it, you will see the schedule pop-up appear with the option to choose a start date and time for the execution to run. You can also plan to repeat the execution and select the frequency of it. Additionally, you must select either an end date for the execution or the number of occurrences after which the execution should stop running. Once all the details for a planned execution are set, click the Schedule button. You may also run one or more execution lists directly by clicking the Execute button. This will bring up the Execute Now pop-up. Select either the Client or the Grid Radio button from the Execute On options based on what you want the execution to be run on. For this demo, let's select Client. Next, select a client with the available status from the drop-down list to perform the execution. You may also select On-Test Step Failure to configure what should be the course of action if a test step or a test case fails during the execution. You may also switch the execution mode to headless to run automation tests without launching the application's user interface for faster and resource-efficient testing. Additionally, you can choose to toggle the email notification on and provide receiver's email address and select the On Radio button to provide the reports via email to the specified email IDs post-execution. Once done, select the browser to run the execution on from the browser's dropdown. Lastly, hit the Execute button. You will see a confirmation message on the screen notifying that the execution has begun. This will bring up the selected browser and run the designed test steps in the execution list. In this case, the test steps are designed to automate logging into the AvoBank application and navigating to the Fund Transfer tab. Fantastic! You now know the steps to run an execution in Avo Assure. Step ahead with confidence and allow every lesson learned to propel you forward. Reach out to Avo Academy at avoautomation.com for more learning information on Avo. Happy learning!